Hi, Senator Lincoln Fillmore coming to you. If you notice a little bit of the quality difference on this video, it's a little bit different today. My normal friend who comes up here to the Capitol every Friday to record these videos, just want to let you, his daughter's in the hospital today. And so thoughts and prayers are with him. Please be patient. I hope the audio comes through here okay. I know that the microphone isn't as good, but we make do with what we have, and I do want to wish my friend the best and his family. And I hope you'll join me in that too. Up here at the Capitol, we spend a lot of time interacting with Utahns of all different stripes. And this week was a week where we got to celebrate a lot of different cultures. You know, it's Lunar New Year or Chinese New Year coming up, so we got to see a lion dance. Today we celebrated Asia Pacific Day with a resolution from Senator Kwan of Taylorsville. Earlier this session, we had a resolution on friendship with Taiwan. You know, last year I ran a bill celebrating Diwali, celebrating our Hindu and Indian American community. Working with those, it's just amazing to me how grateful these kinds of little microcultures that appear in our wonderful, diverse tapestry of Utah, and how grateful they feel when they can be welcomed up here at the state capitol, when they're recognized at the state capitol. So we're just happy to have such a great, diverse community here in Utah and in District 17. I also had a lot of students coming up this week. I was joined on the floor by a student from Providence Hall Charter School. It was a charter I helped write, back nearly 20 years ago now, but back when I worked in charter schools. I welcomed Inspired Minds Academy, which is a kind of a group of homeschoolers from Utah County. They were interested in a bill that I'm running that helps support their movement on microschools that I'll talk about in a little bit. Next week, I've got the student body officers from Bingham High School coming up. It's always a pleasure to have them join with me on the floor. It gives me a chance to talk one-on-one, and explain to them what the process is like. They often have questions about what a bill is doing. And anyway, it's really kind of fun to have them up here and to talk to them about what's going on. Legislation-wise, passed a couple of things that I've been working on this week. We passed Senate Bill 13, which was about micro schools. It really helps groups of homeschoolers who want to pool together and maybe they don't fit in their house anymore, and so they want to rent a space in an old storefront or something like that. It just helps the regulations so that cities know how to license them and what kinds of parking and fire access they need, things like that. It's a good bill. It passed with unanimous Republican support. We passed a bill on the success sequence. Over the course of the summer, I was working with the State Board of Education, with the Governor's Office, with the Sutherland Institute. The success sequence is just the idea that it's shown in several studies from all kinds of think tanks, that if you graduate high school and get a job and get married and do those three things before having kids, your chances of ending up in poverty are only 3%. Where if those things happen out of sequence, then you have like a 30% chance. That's like 1,000% increase. So we are happy to run that resolution, which just asks the State Board of Education to see where they can fit that in to the state curriculum so that students in our schools know this information and can use it to help them in making decisions about their future. We also finished up appropriations subcommittee meetings this week. That's really, the group of legislators that get together to put together the budget. We've got about 8 different appropriations subcommittees, and each one of them looks at a different part of the state budget. We've now all made our recommendations, and so now it's the job of the whole legislature to get together and decide how we're going to spend the multiple billions of dollars that we've collected from taxpayers in Utah and the multiple billions of dollars that we get from the federal government. So I want your input. We continue to be eyeing a tax cut of around $160 million that I hope will still come to be, and also looking to make sure that we can provide adequate funding for education, fund things like my $100,000 teacher project. I'd love to get your input if you have specific things that you want to see included or not included in the state budget, because there's plenty that goes that's proposed that I want to see not included as well. We'll probably talk about those in a future video. So thanks for watching, and be in touch with me if you have any questions or comments or concerns. And once again, I invite you to come up with me and join me on the Senate floor here if you'd like to. My contact information will be on the screen. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend.